Hey kids, and what's up today?
Oh,
We've
no.
got Mr. Snotbottom in the house today.
You
Welcome to Radio Tutti.
Radio Titty. You.
Yo, 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 yo.
Mr. Snottom, aka Mark Trenwith. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you very much. Are we live? Or is it-
Well, we generally pre-record our
Live.
shows, so if things get a bit too rude, we can always beep things later.
Great.
We might just go around and introduce ourselves, and then we can get stuck into some questions.
With your
Give me 1
costume.
second.
Snotbottom.
What was that? Sorry.
Where's your costume?
Costume?
Your
Where's my
tie.
costume? Oh, I can put my costume on. I thought it would be radio. So
Yeah, fair enough.
I didn't think too much about my appearance. So I can totally put it on if you want.
No, that's fine.
Oh, sorry. I'm totally stand up.
All right, so my name's Matt, and my co-presenters today are...
I'm James, don't worry.
Hey, James.
I'm Dougie.
Hey,
Me.
Dougie. Have we met before, Dougie? I think,
Yes, we have.
yeah, did we do a workshop at Brighton at St. Jude's?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, cool.
There you go.
I've been met to get Mark. I met Mark.
Cool.
Before.
There you
We did the
go.
workshop.
Yeah, with like
Do
Seb.
you remember what? Do you remember what it was?
Was it with Seb and Hugh?
7 shit. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine that.
We know each other.
All right, we'll
I'm
finish.
surprised he knows me, Matt.
Yes. There you
That would've
go.
been a few
We
years
didn't
ago,
even
man,
realise
now.
this
Would have been a
beforehand.
long time ago. Wasn't it, like,
Wait, Matt, did you tell him we've moved now?
Yeah, well, Tootie's moved to a place in Brighton now, which is pretty cool.
oh, cool.
Yeah, big
Train
new building.
station. Because Galway, we're getting too much.
We're filling that place up too much. Let's quickly finish our introductions so we can start chatting. So we've also got live in the studio today.
I'm sorry, I'm lost.
Emmy's lost.
I'm Imogen.
Imogen,
Hey,
excellent.
Imogen.
And then we've also got joining us for his first interview.
How are you doing? My name is Mick.
Excellent. We've got Mick
Hey, Mick.
today. Brilliant. Well, thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you.
Are you happy if we just get stuck into some questions?
Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant.
I'll
Let me
go
get my
first.
laptop up.
All right, Dougie's going to jump in there first of all. Dougie, what's one?
Just let me know what my first one to Matt.
You had a question about the rudeness of Mr. Snotbottom's shows.
Yeah,
Oh, how dare you?
Emmy. I'm asking.
I'm being funny.
What was it again, Matt?
Why his shows are so rude?
Why was your show so rude, Mark?
Oh my god.
That almost sounds like a accusation. doesn't it? Why are you so rude?
No. What? Why?
No,
Just want to know why.
for sure. Well, I guess a big part of humor is sort of the unexpected and the naughty and the irreverent, and so I think we've always found that funny. And but I guess I'm very careful to make sure that the rudeness is still clever. I think it's
And
one
clean
thing.
too.
And clean. Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah,
great.
It would still, absolutely. I mean, it's a type of rudeness that everyone can enjoy
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah,
giggle
yeah,
at guiltily rather than being
Yeah.
offensive.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And inclusive as well.
Yeah.
cool.
You know what I mean by that, Matt?
What do you mean?
I mean clean. Clean.
I mean, from what I've seen of Mr. Snotbottom's shows, I certainly wouldn't call it clean. But
No, not certainly not. No way.
hey,
So
Megan, did you have a
PG.
question? Did you have a question you wanted to ask Megan?
What were they?
You had one about children's entertainment or where the name came from.
Have we done children's entertainment show?
Yeah, so it is a show for kids. I mean, I try and make the show for families rather than just kids. So it's not as much like a Wiggles show where the little kids are dancing at the front.
No.
It's more for the whole family to enjoy together and to stick together. And a lot of the jokes are sort of about the family relationships. So, the kids can laugh at their mum or dad.
Yeah.
And, and their grandma and grandpa who were sitting right next to them. But the very first show was at a kid's birthday party.
Ooh, the first show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that
And what happened there?
was that spontaneous, or did you plan that, or?
Well, someone asked me, it was like one of those things like of a friend kind of situation where they had their kid's birthday and they wanted an entertainer. And they knew that I did stand up and a little bit at kids' theatre. And they were like, can you do something at our kid's birthday party? I was like, oh, okay. They said, they want you to make lots of fart jokes. I was like, okay. And I didn't really think about it. And I just came up with a routine with some kids' magic tricks that I knew.
Yeah.
And then I heard like a few days before the party, I was reminded, he's told everyone that you're going to make lots of fart jokes. I was like, oh, no, he's serious. And so I had to kind of rewrite the whole show and invented the character just for that. So,
so is that where Mr. Snotbottom emerged?
Exactly.
Yeah, wow. And how long ago was that?
So that was about 10 or 11 years ago.
Wow.
Well, so a friend of a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, James, do you want to ask one of yours?
Have you got the joke from The Simpsons or other TV South Park shows or something?
Do I like The Simpsons?
No, have you got your jokes from South Park with The Simpsons?
Or were you inspired by the TV shows? And
I'd say I'm probably mostly inspired by. I love The Simpsons, absolutely. I'd say mostly inspired by like Mr. Bean.
Oh no, here we go again.
Teddy.
I think that style of humour, the physicality, and even just the structure, the way the jokes and the story, the routine comes together, I think is very clever. So
Mr. Bean is funny, I can tell you that.
Oh, he's funny. Well, that's
Oh, God, yeah, he is.
there's almost something a bit surreal about Mr. Bean as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, very absurdist.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do that much farts or trips or on stage.
No. But he's like, where's my Teddy?
I think Mr. Bean does a good job at entertaining both adults and children as well.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
who's the actual
everyone-
person that plays Mr. Bean?
So Rowan
Atkinson.
Atkinson.
I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of things.
And everyone across the world relates to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
His character in The Lion King is my favourite.
He was in The Lion King.
Oh,
Did he
sure.
do Zazu?
Zazu.
That's
Zazu,
right.
yeah.
My funniest favourite character from The Lion King.
Yeah,
Of course
great.
he did. He did the bird. Of course he did.
Yeah. He does a posh toucan as well.
He does do a
Yeah,
Good one.
Yeah.
it's so dry.
All right. Emmy, did you want to ask one of your questions?
Yeah, sorry, I'm still lost.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
My face, I'm lost.
Do you want to just ask your
I
first
always
question?
forget what my lyrics
He's actually like
So,
very mean as well, Mr. Bean. Like he's very sort of naive and kind of a sweet character, but like underneath he's actually quite mean.
Yeah.
In some
Yeah.
of the sketches.
Sorry, what was? I will get Emmy to ask one of their questions.
Yes. If you have some of them.
Yeah. So about the different places that he's lived.
Because I'm about to lose it again.
You're all good. You're all good. So
Sorry, I need to breathe.
deep breath.
Have you
helps.
ever lived in many different places before?
I haven't lived in many different places, mainly just Adelaide and Melbourne. But I guess I've toured the show, through a lot of different places, like a lot of like
Are you from
outback
Adelaide?
towns. Yeah, I'm from Adelaide. Yeah, I
Oh,
grew
yeah.
up around Brighton. I went to Brighton High.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm not from Adelaide.
You wouldn't be allowed to go to Melbourne now because of lockdown.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where I am. I'm stuck in.
Oh, so you're stuck in lockdown at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
That's annoying.
In
You guys
Melbourne?
are coming out of lockdown on Thursday.
Yeah, it's looking pretty likely will come out Thursday night.
Like the three monstrels.
The three monsters. Good one, Michael.
What was that?
Like the three.
Sorry.
Sometimes it's a bit hard to.
Because Michael doesn't talk, so you just do.
Yeah. Yeah, the three monsters?
The three monsters? Yeah. The three monsters. I'm just trying to think if that might be a TV reference.
Like the three minstrels.
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 Oh. Is that on Blackadder?
Oh, is that a Blackadder reference? What's the three minstrels in
So
Blackadder?
your song made up later.
It is slapstick humor.
Ah, slapstick.
Like the three minstrels. Mr.
Oh,
Bean.
Cool. So it's something similar to do with the slapstick humor of Mr. Bean.
The three minstrels.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Yeah.
It doesn't immediately sort of
Yeah.
not immediately remind of what that is.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Do you do a lot of slapstick in your show?
Yeah, it's something that's kind of evolved a bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm now doing a lot more slapstick. I mean, I start the show now I don't know that the show's on,
Yeah.
and I run out in my undies,
Ah!
and then the whole first 5 to 10 minutes is just me getting dressed in front of everyone and getting my pants stuck on my head and hitting myself with my shoes, all that sort of stuff. And,
I remember.
yeah.
Isn't that embarrassing?
I mean, it's kind of like baggy boxer shorts with red love hearts on them. So it's a little bit embarrassing. But, and I've got a shirt. I'm not completely.
Yeah.
naked.
I've been watching your YouTube videos, but going to the loo and all that.
Yeah.
Just nails that grows longer. That's funny.
Yeah.
And the fighting queen.
Oh no, here we go again.
What was that? The
Fighting
farting.
queen. The fighting queen.
The farting queen.
I saw that on YouTube.
Oh, right.
On your YouTube.
Oh, man, I need to look through my own YouTube.
Yeah. It's interesting though with slapstick. I remember seeing someone like Charlie Chaplin for the first time, and before that, thinking that slapstick was just like rolling around, and it's just kind of easy. But it can be really quite nuanced in the way that it comes across.
Yeah, some people are really, really good at it and puts, hours and hours of rehearsal in just one movement.
Yeah.
Especially things that are prop involved. It's to do sometimes one simple move takes hours of just rehearsal to make sure that timing's right.
Yeah, interesting.
Because sometimes that timing's just off that little bit. It just isn't funny. It's just the surprise doesn't happen.
Or you might just hurt yourself.
Yeah, which is possibly funnier.
Yeah. All right, Dougie, you had another question?
What was that?
Well, you had another question about COVID.
Yeah, have you? I'll call him Mark instead of that other name. No, I prefer that. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Did you form over COVID? Could you?
Not really, no.
Over in
like
Melbourne,
online?
that is, because you're from Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right. So we did a couple of online shows.
You actually perform online, like
Yeah,
at
just
audience or not?
yeah. I mean, which is very strange because I guess you just don't know how the audience is reacting.
No.
It's so surreal because you'd kind of do a joke and then nothing happens and you just assume that that someone's laughing on the other side.
Mate, been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Same as
perform?
real life. Not the same as real life.
No. Well, we had to do a lot of stuff over Zoom when we were deep in
Lockdown.
COVID, and
Like last year.
especially things like music are really hard. I think for the similar reason where you don't have that feedback
No.
between, you can be at home singing along, or I'll be somewhere playing the keyboard and singing, but I don't have everybody singing around me, and it's
No.
just like, it's hard to
right.
gauge that people are engaging or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you had many chances to perform since lockdown has been easing?
Yeah, I guess it's that it's tricky because how do you say? I guess, some of what I do is, like someone will bring me over to do the show, and sometimes I, as you probably know yourselves, like during an Adelaide Fringe or something similar, you sometimes put up those costs, and
Yeah.
you kind of pay for it yourself. So it's a half. For me, it's 50-50, and so it's very difficult to know how to move forward when things can get locked down and cancelled in any second.
Yeah.
But I guess the short answer is that, over Adelaide Fringe and Melbourne Comedy Festival, when we had that short window of, of opportunity during the summer and everyone was out and everyone had kind of forgotten COVID. There was everyone really, there was a lot more confidence in live events. And so everyone really wanted just to book everything. So there seemed to be this crazy time between I'd say February and April where everything just, I was booked out constantly. And now it's kind of gone back the other way a little
Emergency
bit.
brakes back on.
Yeah. I'm actually will be in Adelaide July 17th at the Capri. So I'm hoping that goes ahead. So there's
July 17th.
That's right, yeah.
Cool. Well, we can put some posters up around Tutti to advertise that show, because I reckon I'll just put it July 17th.
So you're going to the Adelaide Showground this year?
Well, the Adelaide
year.
show, have you ever performed there?
Oh, I haven't, no. No, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah. All right, I think we were up to Megan. You had another question?
Why is your surname Mr. Snotbottom?
Oh, that's a good question. Look, it's because I've got a snotty bottom. I've got so much snot.
You're trying to
that I
be
can't
honest
keep it all in
here.
my face. My first name's.
No, I don't believe that.
Michael, we loaded you with some sounds as well, which sound remarkably similar to Mr. Snotbottom's first name. Can you play some of them for us?
Oh, brilliant.
I reckon. That worked.
I don't know if that's real or that's on the machine there. It could easily have been a real one.
Yeah.
That thing we recorded this morning.
Yeah, we were pre-recording this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to try one of the other ones, Mick? Yep, they kind of work.
Sensational.
Excellent. All right.
Sensational.
Good question, Megan. Where were we up to? I think James, did you have another question?
Well, I already did the Adelaide Showground, but
Yep.
you think you'll go back? We'll go there this year or next year?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, the Adelaide show is pretty huge. It's, a good opportunity. But, if they'll have me. I mean, the thing is with Mr. Snotbottom, it is difficult to perform in a general area like the show or any kind of general event.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people do get freaked out.
Oh, really?
It's not it's not for everybody. So it's easier when it is in a situation that people have booked the Mr. Snotbottom show and they know what they're getting. Otherwise, people walk past with their little 3-year-old and go, "Oh, I don't want my kid hearing this," or it can be a bit much for just a general audience. Which is why I've kind of created a few more slapstick moments and things like that, so that I have a version of the show that's a little bit less gross and a little bit less intensive. But I do have a funny story about the Adelaide show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was there was a ride that was called the Mummy Returns ride, and it was a really big, full-on basically
I've been that. Yeah.
you went on it. So
Yeah.
I auditioned to be on it, and the day that we auditioned, it was just about 50 people in a room all auditioning to be scary. And you just got to see everyone's audition. So it was really funny just sitting there in the room, just watching people go, "Ugh!" Next, boo, next.
Have you tried the Scooby-Doo ride?
What was that?
Have you tried the Scooby-Doo ride at Wood Brothers.
I love that ride. Yeah, it's a great ride.
Is that
too.
Movie
on it?
World?
Yeah,
Sorry?
you've been on it?
Yeah, I've been on that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favourite rides. All the lasers and stuff and how it goes backwards. Oh, so
And
good.
with the animations.
Yeah, on the animations, yeah, for sure. Yeah, awesome ride.
Sweet. All right, good banter, James. Emmy, did you want to ask another one of yours?
Yeah. What do you do in your spare time when you're not on stage?
With my spare time, I guess that's a good question. Like a lot of times actually spent, like of course we all, have the moments we're on stage, but so much time spent preparing that, like just doing really, really, really boring things like send emails and sign contracts and,
Do you think they did
Resign.
a song? Make up a new song about something?
See that I wish I had more time for that and less time for admin. But yeah, and I try and use that time to. At the moment, I'm trying to learn the guitar. Someone, because I play the ukulele in the show, but in my apartment building, someone left a guitar just in the foyer with a note that just said "Take me," and I was just like, "Awesome!" So yeah,
Feels like
I
a
feel
sign from
sorry
the
for-
universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it was a very good gift from the universe, a good sign, and I feel sorry for the rest of my neighbours. You probably regret leaving that guitar there now. But I also like to try and keep fit and do a bit of meditation and and I guess try and socialise and stuff, which is hard to do in a lockdown. But
Yeah, cool.
Don't
All
do
right.
much lockdown.
it's you got to do what you can. You just sort of, as long as you got some of those main things in check. If you as long as you have your fitness and you're eating well and your relationships are good, then a lot of external things that can happen to us are easier to bear, I think.
Yeah, of course.
Are you stuck in Melbourne, aren't you? Yeah.
But only a couple more days, I think.
Great.
Anything you wanted to say, Michael? Yeah. All right.
My sister's locked down in Melbourne right now.
Your sister?
Locked down in Melbourne.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh well. Megan.
I know someone
what?
that's in Melbourne.
Oh
A
yeah, you
friend
know
of
someone in
mine.
Melbourne too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got lots of friends. Oh, sending love to our Melbourne friends at the moment, stuck in lockdown.
Oh, thanks, gang.
Dougie, did you want to ask another one?
Appreciate it.
What
You had questions about where you were born or gross food that you like to eat.
where were you born? You said that earlier, Adelaide.
Yeah, that's right. So I grew up around near Morfordville, near the race course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know that very well. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I grew up around there and then, went to Brighton High and
Oh, yeah.
then went to Flinders Uni and then, moved out here about 10 years ago.
Yeah, cool. Did you always want to be a performer?
Flinders Uni.
Yeah, I wanted to actually be an animator when I was a kid. And when I graduated from high school, the Toy Story movie only really just come out. So there's nowhere to really study it yet. The digital revolution of animation hadn't quite happened. And so then I just my teacher recommended me to do screen studies instead and, study filmmaking. And then I as I started to get into doing drama subjects at uni and started to sort of get into some kids theatre right after uni, I kind of realised that maybe I didn't actually want to be an animator. Really what I wanted to be was a cartoon character. And so that's what I've kind of become.
Yeah.
I feel like, Mr. Snotbottom is kind of more like a human cartoon. And so that's sort of,
Oh, fantastic.
how it sort of all worked out.
Cool.
So that's where you got your cartoon voices coming from.
Yeah, I guess so, for sure. Yeah, and I often,
talking to this
I'll sometimes even just watch a goofy cartoon to try and, sometimes get some inspiration,
Yeah.
Do you have like a voice or an accent that you put on when you perform? Or is it more of a persona?
It's, I suppose it's more of an excited version of my own voice. And I suppose, the the persona is more, like the character is more just very excitable and weird,
Yeah.
and a little bit naive as well.
Yeah, cool.
Things go wrong or he makes mistakes. He doesn't really know why. The kids always know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I had a review once that said the kids think he's an idiot,
Of course.
but that's the point.
That's a good one.
No, kid, you're not idiots.
No, they're not. They're smart.
You love your kids.
Like,
Megan, did you have another question? You had one about food?
Yeah. What is your favorite food?
What's not your favourite food? What was but
My favorite food is probably pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
who doesn't like pizza?
Is there a
know.
specific type of pizza that tops the list?
Oh, look, I'm actually vegetarian, and
Yep.
we made a a vegan ham and pineapple version
Ooh.
that had like these kind of fake bacony sort of bits.
yeah, my sister's
Pineapple.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And we just
Yeah.
covered it in vegan cheese, and it was delicious.
Oh.
It was very, very nice.
My sister's vegetarian. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. And you said she was living in Melbourne, is that right?
Melbourne, around town somewhere.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Lots of vegetarians in Melbourne, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's an easy place to be a vegetarian.
All right. James, did you have another question?
Oh, have you ever met Peter Kuhn yet?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Hey, Matt,
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Mark. Yeah, Dougie?
I think I have to go.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Dougie.
Thanks,
Right,
Dougie.
see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate.
Bye.
See you, Doug.
Nice to see you again.
Sorry,
So
you were
my
saying
question-
about Peter
Have you
Kuhn,
ever
Mark?
have you ever met Peter Kuhn in Adelaide?
I met him in Melbourne. I haven't met him in character. Quite often our shows are on at the same time.
Really?
So I never get to see his stuff or anything like that. But yeah, I did meet him once in Melbourne when he was kind of doing a talk, which was very interesting. He talked about how he wrote spaghetti bolognese and all this sort of stuff when he played a few songs, which was awesome. And he kind of just explained a lot about, how he wrote those songs and what it's been like for him. And yeah, so we met there and had a little chat. And yeah, he seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
And
We haven't live last year though.
Yeah, we got him on the show a little while ago.
Awesome.
That's cool. Yeah. All right, Emmy, did you have another question you wanted to ask?
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to skip the COVID one.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that one. Sorry.
Get rid of that question. Put it in the bin.
Yeah, put that in the bin.
the,
Okay, I don't know which one I want to do, so just give me one moment.
All right.
Alright, you know what? I got it.
All right.
Can you do any celebrity impressions?
can I do impressions?
Yeah.
Hey, Sneaky.
That's pretty cool. Gee, I mean, I don't do a lot of impressions.
Well,
I mean,
do.
there's I suppose I've got a podcast called Busy Bodies, and that's where it's adventures kind of through the human body. Each episode I explain a different body part or function of the body, and quite often they're ridiculous. And I end up, there's one where I end up in my own nose and all this sort of stuff, and I teach kids how a nose works and about how boogers actually work. But so I do a lot of funny voices in that, and a lot of kind of weird impressions of people. So one that seems to be really popular is there's an episode where I talk about eyes and how eyes work. And that episode's about me losing an eyelash. And there's a woman from the eyelash museum that wants to see my eyelashes. And so when she comes in, it's very much like, Mr. Snotbottom, where are your eyelashes? There's a lot of stupid voices like that. That same voice doubles as the Queen for some reason.
Yeah, it's got like an obscenely posh quality to it.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
posh.
And in the digestion episode, I'm in some guts. I'm in a stomach, and there's a potato that I eat. And for some reason, all the kids love this potato. And all he does is he doesn't really say much. All he does is say, "I'm a bit of potato," and for some reason, the kids love that voice.
It's good. It's good.
So for 1 second, the water almost came out of my mouth.
Yeah. And he almost spat water all over a laptop. Those voices have power.
I can do impressions too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's one of your impressions?
What was the one I did before?
I didn't actually even know the celebrity you were talking about, but I assumed that it was good. John someone.
You can search it up if you like.
Oh,
What was it?
celebrity's named John.
John.
Well, you do the impression.
He's
We'll see-
actually married to Emily Blunt.
Oh. All
He's
right.
actually my favourite actor, but
Do you want to do the impression?
Nikki's barbecue. I can do many impressions of anyone.
Very good.
I
Very
got
good.
another one though.
Oh, yeah?
Awesome.
And he's a Westlife star. You might notice him as Shane from
Oh, yeah?
Westlife.
That's the boy band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not
And
everyone's
he
quite
did
up to
this
date.
funny thing
Oh, yeah?
in the interview, and he said, "You didn't know."
You didn't know. Very good. Very good.
I can do many impressions.
All right. Well, I think we've gotten through most of our pre-planned questions. Does anybody else have any other questions that they wanted to ask? What was that,
My
Megan?
question, sorry, Megan?
Do you like watching football, or are you a football player?
Yeah, I am a football player. You might recognise me. I'm actually Tex Walker. I just
Hang
don't have
on
my
a second. My dad watches that.
I actually do watch football. It's interesting. In Adelaide, I really didn't like football because it seemed so full on, and it's like you're either Port or you're Crows, and it just seemed. But over in Melbourne, it's a little less intense because there's more football teams,
Yeah.
and people are a little bit more well-rounded about it. You know, people are a bit like, "Oh, I love Footscray, but I played the tuba as well." You know, like there's
Yeah.
sort of a sense. Whereas, yeah, but so I actually got more into it while being here
Yeah,
in Melbourne because I think I felt a little bit a bit homesick. So I go for Port Adelaide, and
Port Adelaide.
I do go to the games here in Melbourne when they are here.
Can the pair?
Yeah,
You ever perform in the football team before the bottom?
Oh yeah, would you perform Mr. Snotbottom to a football club?
Sure. If they want. I've done I have performed stand up for Port Adelaide before
wow.
for the members, like just the members before their game. Yeah, I did that a couple of times. One of them went well, one of them didn't go well. And I've done balloon twisting for before the Collingwood game. At the very last Collingwood Port game, just here in Melbourne, I did balloon twisting for Collingwood.
Yeah, good.
Their members. And also for Carlton, I go to their family days and balloon twist there. Yeah.
Do you still keep up just straight up stand up that isn't sort of associated with the Mr. Snotbottom name?
Not as much anymore, but sometimes I do. Like I try and do it at least, a few times a year.
Yeah.
But, back in the day, it was, like a few times a week. So it's definitely not anywhere near as much. I just try and keep a little toe in the water. But because what I found was the more I had, more things I was doing, the busier I was, the less good I was at anything.
Yeah, of course.
So I had to really kind of choose one or the other to focus on. And yeah, so I still really like it, and I kind of wish I could do more.
Yeah.
I wish I could see you again next time.
Well, what was that, June 17th?
July 17th.
July 17th.
Yeah, it's the last Saturday of the July school holidays
Cool. And where is that?
at the Capri.
Oh, at the Capri. Nice. Cinema. Very
Yeah,
good.
It's kind of presented
Nice.
by presented by a production company called Do Something Today. So if you go on their Facebook, they'll have a lot of information about it.
Yeah, cool.
Have you tried LA Friends or something like that?
It'll be kind of similar to what I would do at Fringe, yeah.
Cool. Does anybody else have any? Oh, Megan, you've got something?
Yeah, have you performed at Marion Cultural Centre?
Yep. Performed there a few times. Absolutely. Yeah, I was meant to perform there last year, but unfortunately, COVID, so that's been rescheduled. So hopefully, I'll be back there next year.
Next year.
Yeah,
I will have to keep an eye out.
that's a good venue. Have you performed there?
No, but I sing shows there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. No, I've heard
Yeah.
about the Marion Cultural Centre, but I've never
Wait a
been.
minute, I have been on stage a few times.
We
Yeah.
should come and see a Tutti really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have some performances coming up. We've got our markets at the end of the year as well, which should be good. Have lots of performances then.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I've got more questions.
My
Yeah, I just had to put
my last question, you could sing a song for us.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can do that. I mean,
excellent. All right. Emmy, was there a last question that you wanted to ask?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go one more question and then we'll get Mr. Snotbottom to perform for us.
Okay. Do you like music? And
Love music.
And I add a bit to it saying, what type of music do you like to listen to?
I like kind of my go-to is sort of, especially when I put myself in a good mood, it's kind of like disco funk.
Ooh,
So like Earth, Wind and Fire,
very
you know,
nice.
September. Dancing in September. That's my groove.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's a great
Oh,
song.
that song actually turned out to be in the movie.
Oh, that was in a movie.
September.
Oh, I've no doubt that's probably been in a bunch of movies.
Trolls.
Oh, was it in Trolls?
It's
Trolls.
like-
Anna
yeah.
Kendrick and Justin Timberlake. Yes.
Yep.
It was
Cool.
in that one.
Cool.
Yeah, the song's got a resurgence because of the.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, we've just lost your sound, Mark. Oh, dear. Where's our sound gone?
Here we go again.
Good thing the sound didn't cut out during our attempt to do a song, but oh, all right.
I think he's trying to talk to us. but
So
we can't
sorry,
hear
Mark.
him.
We just can't hear you right now.
No, hang on.
I think we're in different time zones right now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh dearie me. We're just going to have to. Unfortunately, we have lost signal, and that's because my phone cut out.
Yeah.
And we are
Yep,
back.
good movie.
We didn't quite hear what you were saying in that little interlude, unfortunately, because
Awesome.
my internet cut out. But
Awesome.
I can
Right.
only
I think-
imagine
I
it was
think
good
your mic's
banter.
off.
Damn you, internet. Damn you.
Oh, is our mic off?
Uh,
Uh-oh. All right,
your
can you hear
mic's
us
off.
now?
There you go.
Oh, what a disaster. We're back. I wish I could have heard what your banter was in that time, but alas.
We talked about our feelings and we probably talked about like 1,000 different things. Really got to know each other in that 5 seconds.
Alas, our listeners won't be able to hear it. But what they will be able to hear is potentially a song.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can handle it, it's going to be pretty gross.
Oh my god, I can't handle this.
All right, so this is a song for mums. Anyone here a mum? Anyone here had it?
I got a mom.
I got a
You
mum.
got a mum?
Yeah.
Awesome. Then this one's for you. This one's for anyone who's ever had a mum. I know that you love me and you care for me so. You've fed me and you've nursed me and you've helped me to grow. There's something most horrid I've heard that is nuts. When I was smaller, I lived in your guts. It freaks me right out that I've lived in your tum, floating back and forth between your head and your bum. The walls and the roof made of your body parts, the floorboard's your belly, my neighbour's your farts. It's really quite weird, yeah, it's totally nuts. When I was smaller, I lived in your guts. Now that I'm older and I'm out of your tummy, I thank you for letting me live in you, mommy. Yes, I'll return your generosity. but don't go expecting to live inside me.
Great song.
Yeah. The true story.
True story. True story.
That made me
Excellent.
good, but that got me laughing.
Well, thank you so much, Mark Trenwith, aka
Yeah,
Mr.
no
Snotbottom.
Okay, I need a break.
Thank you.
Emmy needs to have a breather, so we might slowly finish it up there. What station you been listening to?
I'm not saying that.
Radio Tutti.
Radio Tutti.
It's not from Mark.
Excellent.
Thanks, gang.
Thanks again
I
so
had
much.
such a good day. Thanks for you coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
And for our listeners, it's the 17th of July at the Capri Theatre,
That's right. Yep.
2021.
You go, stay stinky.
Stay stinky.
Oh, July 17th.
Excellent. Thanks again, Mark, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
cheers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and sorry about for the other week. Yeah,
that's
came
right.
down this horrible cold. Yeah,
It was kind of ironic, I felt, that you couldn't.
I know.
Yeah.
comes with the territory.
Excellent. Well,
And so, when do you think this goes to air?
well, probably in maybe a week or two. I'll edit it up, and then we'll get it on the station, and then it'll kind of join our rotation. We'll have it play for a few days, and then it'll join our rotation of
That's the
interviews.
I'm recording on video right now.
Oh, you're recording the video, James? Sweet.
Yes.
Cool. Well, maybe it could be a
Awesome.
YouTube thing, but yeah, I can send you a link once we've done with it if you'd like.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. All right.
Easy.
Well,
Thanks for all those sound effects as well. That was
oh
awesome.
yeah, Michael, do you want to finish us off on one of your sound effects?
Oh no.
Do the Monday morning one.
I hurt my leg.
Monday morning. Oh.
Great.
There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Michael.
Bravo.
All right. Till next time, Mark.
See you later, gang.
Okay, Mr. Snowbottom. Bye.
Cheers.
Stinky.
Bye.
Hey.